The Sony A7 IV features one of the most advanced autofocus systems available in a full-frame mirrorless camera and remains a favorite among photographers and videographers because of its combination of speed, accuracy, reliability, and subject recognition technology. Sony designed the autofocus system to perform well across a wide variety of shooting situations, from portraits and weddings to sports, wildlife, and video production. Even several years after its release, the A7 IV continues to deliver autofocus performance that competes with many newer cameras in its class. At the heart of the Sony A7 IV autofocus system are 759 phase detection autofocus points covering approximately 94% of the image area. This extensive coverage allows subjects to be tracked almost anywhere within the frame without requiring photographers to constantly reposition focus points. The camera also includes 425 contrast detection points that work alongside the phase detection system to improve focusing precision. This hybrid autofocus design helps the camera achieve fast acquisition speeds while maintaining excellent accuracy, even in difficult lighting conditions. One of the most impressive features of the Sony A7 IV is real-time tracking. Sony's advanced artificial intelligence algorithms continuously analyze color, pattern, brightness, distance, and subject movement to maintain focus on moving subjects. Once a subject is selected, the camera can follow it across the frame with remarkable consistency. This capability is particularly useful for sports photography, action photography, and event photography, where subjects move unpredictably. Photographers often find that once the camera locks onto a subject, it remains locked even when obstacles briefly pass between the camera and the subject. Human eye autofocus is one of the strongest aspects of the A7 IV. The camera can automatically detect and focus on a person's eye with exceptional precision. Whether shooting portraits at wide apertures such as f1.4 or f1.8, the autofocus system consistently places focus exactly where it needs to be. This dramatically increases keeper rates compared to traditional autofocus methods. Wedding photographers, portrait photographers, and content creators frequently rely on IAF because it reduces the need for constant focus adjustments and helps ensure critical sharpness on the subject's eyes. The camera's real-time IAF works equally well for still photography and video recording. During video capture, the autofocus smoothly tracks a person's eye even when they move around the frame, turn slightly, or change their distance from the camera. This creates professional-looking footage without requiring manual focus pulling. Many solo content creators appreciate this feature because it allows them to remain in focus while recording themselves without assistance. Animal eye autofocus is another area where the Sony A7 IV excels. The camera can recognize and track the eyes of dogs, cats, horses, and many other animals. Pet photographers often report very high success rates when photographing active animals that move unpredictably. The autofocus system quickly identifies the animal's eye and maintains focus even when the subject changes direction or moves rapidly toward or away from the camera. Bird photography performance received significant improvements compared to previous Sony generations. The A7 IV includes dedicated bird eye detection that can recognize and track birds, both perched and in flight. While flagship cameras such as the Sony A1 and newer Sony A7 R6 offer even more advanced bird tracking capabilities, the A7 IV still performs exceptionally well for enthusiast wildlife photographers. The camera can maintain focus on birds flying against busy backgrounds, trees, or open skies with impressive consistency. For many wildlife photographers, the bird autofocus system dramatically increases the number of sharp images captured during a shooting session. Low-light autofocus performance is another major strength. The A7 IV can focus in lighting conditions as low as approximately -4 EV when paired with suitable lenses. In practical use, this means the camera continues to focus effectively during indoor events, evening portraits, concerts, and nighttime street photography. The autofocus system remains surprisingly reliable, even when subjects are illuminated by limited ambient light. While focusing speeds naturally slow somewhat in darker conditions, accuracy generally remains excellent. The autofocus customization options available on the A7 IV allow photographers to tailor the system to specific shooting situations. Users can adjust tracking sensitivity, autofocus transition speed, focus area behavior, and subject recognition settings. This level of customization makes the camera suitable for a wide range of professional applications. Sports photographers can configure aggressive tracking settings, while videographers can choose smoother focus transitions or cinematic footage. Continuous autofocus performance is particularly strong when paired with Sony's latest G-Master lenses. The camera can shoot at up to 10 frames per second while maintaining continuous autofocus and auto-exposure tracking. During burst shooting, the autofocus system continuously updates focus calculations between frames, helping maintain sharpness on moving subjects. For sports, wildlife, and action photography, this results in a high percentage of usable images compared to older autofocus systems. Video autofocus performance is among the best in its category. Sony has invested heavily in autofocus technology for video applications, and the A7 IV benefits from this expertise. Focus transitions appear smooth and natural, avoiding the distracting hunting behavior commonly found in less advanced systems. Subject tracking remains reliable during movement, making the camera an excellent choice for interviews, vlogging, documentaries, weddings, and commercial video work. The touchscreen interface enhances autofocus usability by allowing photographers to quickly select subjects directly on the rear LCD. Touch tracking enables users to tap a subject and have the autofocus system immediately begin following it throughout the frame. This feature is particularly useful when photographing fast-moving subjects or working in dynamic environments where rapid focus point selection is essential. One area where the Sony A7 IV slightly trails Sony's flagship cameras is in extremely demanding professional sports and wildlife situations. Cameras such as the Sony A1 and newer stacked sensor models can deliver faster readout speeds, reduced rolling shutter effects, and even more advanced subject recognition performance. However, for the vast majority of photographers, the autofocus capabilities of the A7 IV are more than sufficient and often exceed expectations. Overall, the Sony A7 IV delivers outstanding autofocus performance that remains highly competitive in the full-frame mirrorless market. Its combination of 759 phase detection points, real-time tracking, human eye AF, animal eye AF, bird eye AF, strong low-light focusing ability, and excellent video autofocus makes it one of the most versatile autofocus systems available. Whether photographing portraits, weddings, wildlife, sports, pets, landscapes with foreground subjects, or professional video productions, the Sony A7 IV consistently provides fast, accurate, and dependable autofocus performance that helps photographers capture sharp images with confidence.